everyone, my name is Brilliant Sani. My student number is 053, and today's topic we're going to talk about strong and weak syllables. In a polysyllabic word, one syllable is always longer and spoken louder with more stress than the other. This is called strong syllable. A strong syllable has a different quality from a weak syllable, such as it has vowels that cannot occur in weak syllables and vice versa. And the easiest way to determine whether a syllable is strong or weak is based on the stress. A stressed syllable is almost always the strong one, while an unstressed syllable is a weak one. And a weak syllable that consists only of consonant is called syllabic consonant. As for strong syllable, the characteristics are they are spoken longer and louder. They also stressed and has peaks consisting of all vowels, such as long vowels, diphthong, except or schwa, e, or u. And as for the weak syllable, they are spoken shorter and quieter. They are also unstressed and has peaks with vowels or schwa, e, or u. Next, we move to the strong syllable. So when the peak is a vowel from the set e, a, and o, then the syllable ends with a coda. The examples are let, which A is the peak and T is the coda, and then the second is swim, where E is the peak and M is the coda. And then we move to the weak syllable. A weak syllable can only have peaks with the vowel e, u, and e, but in a specific condition. Like the first, a weak final syllable can also end with the vowels above. The example is happy. The peak is a. The second, a weak syllable can end with a coda if the peak is a. The example, a pond. Then a weak syllable can have e as the peak only when the syllable doesn't end with a coda and when the following syllable begins with a consonant. The example is architect. So the next is the schwa or a. So a weak syllable often has a as the peak, although it's not always like that. Differentiating vowel sounds in a weak syllable from that in a strong syllable must be done by thinking of the sound it or the vowel makes when it is a strong syllable. The example is the letter A in the word attempt is pronounced as a in a strong syllable but a in a weak one. If in a strong syllable it is pronounced as attempt, but even a weak syllable it is pronounced as attempt, and this is the correct pronunciation. And then there are the vowel e and u. The vowels e and u only appear in a weak syllable. E is located between e and e, and u is located between u and u. E and U vowels can be a bit tricky to pronounce because sometimes they sound closer to E or U, and other times they sound closer to E and U. E and U seem to sound closer to E or U when they precede another vowel. So where E can be found? The first, the E or E in words that end with E or E after one or two consonants are happy and valley. The second, the E and prefixes re, pre, or D if they precede a vowel and is unstressed, or react and create. And then the third, the E in suffixes like ius and iot when these suffixes have two syllables, such as hilarious and appreciate. The next is in unstressed he, she, we, me, and be. And then the last in article the when it precedes a vowel such as the apple. The next, where o can be found. The first, in the u and or u in the words you, to, into, and do when these words are unstressed and don't precede a consonant. The second, in the u and u in the words through and who when unstressed. And the last, in the u in words where the u precedes another vowel like influenza. Okay, then there is syllabic consonant. A syllabic consonant is a type of big syllable that consists only of consonant and is given the diacritic mark beneath the symbol. In a syllabic consonant, the consonant L, R, or any nasal consonants can be the peak. L, R, and nasal consonants are considered weak when they are pronounced as if there's the sound before it. Example, bottle. Actually transcribed as bottle, but sounds like bottle. As for syllabic consonant L, which is a weak syllable that usually occurs in a word that ends with one or more consonants that precede L sound, such as in the words bottle or kettle, and if the consonant before L is alveolar consonants such as t, t, r, s, z, n, sh, and j, then the L is a dark L. Syllabic consonant L also appears in words that end with L or OL, such as panel and canal. So syllabic consonant L appears in the following environments, like syllabic N is most commonly found after alveolar plosives T and D, and fricative S and Z. And then the syllabic consonant N, when it is placed in the initial position, is as in phonetic, and in the medial and final position is N as in threaten. Syllabic consonant R. This type of syllabic consonant is only found at the end of words pronounced with a rhotic accent. With non-rhotic accent is pronounced like particular and but when you use the rhotic accent, it is become particular and bird.